fight that everyone is looking forward to, and hope it happens. And you know, I'm doing everything in my power to make it happen, and I'm referring to it as the Anthony Joshua fight. So Anthony, you're hearing it from my mouth here personally, you know, from the horse's mouth himself. Hey, I'm here, I'm ready to go. I heard some things about what your promoter said that my last fight only lasted a short period of time, that I ain't fought in a year, and he don't know if I want to fight or not. But I'm letting you know right now, right here, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to get in that ring, man. Let's make this the best time of our lives. This would be a major disaster if we would never be able to get in the ring and put our stamp down in history, bro. You know what I mean? When people would think about classic and great fights, I want them to think about us as well, you know, and being able to do that, we got to get in the ring, you know, and that's just what it's all about. You know, the silliest thing I've heard is people saying that you're not ready, and that's the silliest thing, because I don't believe that. I believe you're ready. I hope you're ready. I think you're ready. So let's make this happen, bro. Me and you, make the history happen. I'm looking forward to seeing your response, bro. I'll talk to you soon. Love, peace, God bless.
What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB. Back once again, 100%. So, we just heard that from Wilder. Now, the behaviour you're observing from Wilder, yeah, is a man who smells sweet coochie, you understand? Like, for example, if you smell some nasty coochie, yeah, you ain't going to be trying to rizz it up too much. You see, the way Wilder was carrying on, he's like, God, peace and blessings, brother. Oh, man, you know, peace and blessings, Joshua, and all this. That's what you call rizz in that sense. He's sweet. Yeah? And Wilder even alluded to it. He said, well, AJ, people are saying AJ's not ready. AJ knows he's not ready, people. I've got a video coming soon. AJ put a post out. He had to go to some, we didn't have to, but he went to some retreat and sat in a room, a dark room for 48 hours or something like that. That's just mad. Yeah, he's lost his head. Do you know what I mean? I'm not knocking the guy, but way back when, in 2017, when the news came out that AJ had been seeing psychologists and whatnot. Now, to be fair to Carl Froch saw some too, but it worked for him. The fact of the matter is, people, AJ had been seeing psychologists for the last 6 years, you understand, at least. Oops, yeah? It wouldn't take that long. Do you know what I mean? You either got it or you ain't. You either want to fight or you don't. Do you get that? There's no amount of psychologist that can make you fight. Do you understand? A psychologist might be able to change your thinking on things, but you either want to fight or you don't. You don't want to fight people. Now, what I will say is, in contrast, is let's not forget the history though. Whilst, in my opinion, there's no doubt Wilder smells some fresh, sweet smelling 100%. I was going to say a certain age, but that's a bit iffy in that, and a bit controversial these days. When you get into your 30s, you can't be saying 18 anymore. It doesn't hit the same, does it? It's not lie about it, but come on. I ain't gonna lie. I'd tear some 18-year-old coochie. I ain't, you know what I mean? One of them one. Oops. 100%. Anyway, back to the point. To be fair to AJ, let's not forget the history here. The history is AJ, and that's why I can say what I say about AJ now, because at the time in 2017, I was saying the same thing the other way around. I was saying Wilder's sweet. I was saying AJ, he all up in that grill. He fixing to get up in there in Wilder, and that was a fact. From 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, AJ was bang on it. That's just what happened. Wilder was politicking. Oh man, you know, this fight's worth $500 million. And I don't even really look on hindsight. Yeah, I don't blame Wilder. I don't actually think Wilder ducked the fight because he was scared. I think on hindsight, people like Shelley Winkle in his ear, oh, this fight's worth $400 million. Wilder, I'm not saying he's stupid, but you're paying these guys. You have to, if you're paying someone 10, 20% of your purse, if you're paying some old reptile, yeah, 10, 20% of your hard work, you have to believe there's some value there, right? There's no way Wilder thought Shelley Winkle was useless in 2017, and hence, when you have an old reptile telling you, this fight's worth $400 million, let's hold out, that's what you're going to do. Otherwise, you'd have sacked him and took the fight, right? So, I don't blame Wilder, and bear in mind the fact that Wilder's shown he's not scared. Do you know what I mean? It's not one of them ones where, I'm trying to think of an example. There's certain fighters, yeah, who they duck fights and then they they're not delivering the business in the ring. Wilder, to his credit, he's happy to get knocked out. He loved getting knocked out in that sense. He's not someone who goes in there with any kind of doubt in himself. So on hindsight, I don't believe Wilder was like, oh my God, I want to fight AJ. I could be wrong. The fact of the matter is, Wilder out here begging for this fight now. Now, I'm not sure what the specifics are going to be. In my opinion, this fight is a 50-50 fight. I don't want to hear from either man talking about the A side. Because AJ, come on, no. This fight is 50-50 in terms of split. I mean, I'm not being funny. And I think AJ will probably go along with that. Because AJ back in 2017, when he was 3-belt champion, he was offering, I think, 60-40 then. So I'm not saying AJ won't be down with that. What I do find odd is, why is Wilder making videos for? That implies there's a lacking communication branch there, right? Because for Wilder to be publicly begging like this, is Wilder's team and AJ's team not communicating already, you'd assume? What's that about? How can you making videos on Instagram? There must be a back channel there. Which again implies they ain't talking. For whatever reason. Which implies, well, it can work both ways. Has Wilder's team reached out to AJ's team? I don't know. But then again, Showtime, who Wilder's been, was it Showtime or Fox? I'm not sure actually. No, I might be wrong. I don't know, but it's one of the two. Showtime's come out of boxing now. So I'm not sure if Shelley Winkle and them man have a plug right now. Al Heyman, Al Heyman, is it Fox? Was that you? I don't know. I'm confused now. I've lost my head on this one. But if Showtime are out of boxing, Shelley Winkle don't have no plug. He can't put this event on. They need the zone. So it's one of them. Still, do I think AJ's scared? I don't know what to tell you, man. I think this fight's bad for him. It's good for the fans, but it's bad. This fight only ends one way. And if I'm wrong, yeah, fair play. I don't even think AJ can out-politic Wilder. I don't even think he can go in there to survive for 12 rounds. Because look at what Helenius was doing. Helenius, on 2 days' notice, was in the fight. He was losing, but he was in the fight. Slow Helenius, people. AJ was in there making a right meal of his dinner. You know what I'm saying? Wilder going to go in there, yeah. What we know about Wilder is he has bad intentions. AJ doesn't have them anymore. Wilder can go in there and stab a stiff. It's like a bit ponderous, but he'll get in there with his big basketball player legs and step a big jab in and wing that right hand in. And it's sharp as well. Or he can go in there and just wing the right hand. You know what I'm saying? Or not set it up so much and just wing it and clip you. Like Ortiz. I'm not sure. I don't think Ortiz got caught with a 1-2. I think Ortiz got caught with a pinger. Wilder's like, whoop, and Ortiz and just got clocked. So I can see it. AJ going to go out either way. He's going to get set up. He's going to get this clipped. And the problem is, the minute AJ feels that, and like, if you're antsy against Helenius, if you can't finish your dinner against, AJ didn't even put down Franklin. Do you understand? You can't even put Franklin down. What do you think you can do with Wilder? Now, as I've learned, boxing doesn't work like that in that sense. You can, well, we didn't do this. But I'm going to be real here, man. You weren't beating up Helenius. You weren't beating up Franklin. You ain't beating up Wilder. You're just not. Yeah? If you can't press Helenius, Helenius is slow, no prep. If you can't press a guy who's so slow and has no prep, how are you going to press Wilder when that right hand's just swinging past you? You're not. That's the answer to that question. But it's irrelevant. I do believe for the right amount of money, AJ will get knocked out. If that makes sense. If Wilder could put up 100 mil now and say, AJ, let me knock you out for 100 mil, he'd take the money, for sure. But, I mean, where else does AJ go? What's he going to do? Beg Fury for a fight after the Usyk situation? Probably. That's the worst thing about it. The worst thing about it is, people, AJ probably will beg Fury some more. He's got no shame. Got no respect for himself. We've seen it in his performances. And I'm not, YB, you're always hating on AJ. AJ needs to retire. He's finished. That's my point. I'm not making a judgment here. I'm just telling you what the fact of the matter is. He finished. Yeah, he must know it as well. You must know it well, maybe he doesn't. A lot of people, yeah, like NPCs. A lot of people, I'm not saying I'm super deep, but I'm going to call it a spade. Most people they can't take a step back out of themselves. even probably myself in different ways, but I'd tell you this for free. I knew when I was finished. Do you understand that? You know when you're finished. It's obvious. Go back and watch your early fights, AJ. You don't have that dog in you anymore, which for me is finished. Comparatively, Wilder, who's made a similar amount of money to AJ, compare the difference there, people. This isn't just about money, it's also about personality. Historically, there's many fighters, who have made a lot of money, they still have the dog. James Toney, for example. Deontay Wilder, he's made 10, 20, 30, 40 million over his career. He doesn't fight any differently. He go in there, whoop, and wing his hands around. So you can't say Wilder's finished. Wilder's in every fight he's in. AJ is not the same man, he's broken. Not my opinion, that's what the evidence shows, people. Do you understand? Look at John Jones, or to be fair, John Jones hasn't had that many hard fights, but even when he did, it never changed him, right? When he had a hard fight with Cormier the first time, he didn't go in there scared to death. In fact, he upped his game. Do you know what I'm saying? AJ hasn't shown that, people. He's ran away, and I've been saying this for a long time. AJ ran away from his destiny. He could have dared to be great. He might have got knocked out some more, but at least he could say, listen, man, at the end of the day, man, no one can fight me and get an easy night. Oops. That's where the value is. There's not a man on this earth that can fight me and have an easy day's work. That's not the case now, is it? Franklin had an easy night's work. Ruiz in the rematch after he whooped your ass had an easy night's work. You know what I mean? Their man was ticking over. Muffin Top Franklin and Ruiz went in there and ticked over. They weren't hard fights for them. Anyway, same as Wilder, I hope this fight happens. It will happen. Because AJ loved the coin too much, in my opinion. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and leg off to 100%.